Hey guys, it's Caleb again from The Ridge, and we have another awesome story to share with you today. This is Charlie and Patty's story of really taking a tragic situation and making it hopeful. We hope you enjoy the video.
My name is Charlie Lomas, and this is my wife Patty. We have had two sons. Our oldest, his name is CJ. He would have been 31 years old this year.
CJ was more boisterous and the life of the party, and the more the merrier.
Kick the door open, here I am.
Yeah. The first time he came home drunk, he was in 8th grade.
You know, we were hoping, I guess, like a lot of parents do, that at that time it was a phase and he'd grow out of it. This wasn't something that was going to last a lifetime. But for him, that didn't happen.
When we found out he was doing heroin, that was absolutely devastating. Absolutely devastating.
He did come to the idea that he was going to give another rehab facility a 30-day shot. Graduated from that program and got into a 90-day program down here in Milwaukee, which was like a halfway house. And extremely encouraged about all the progress he was making. What on earth got into his head on the night he died here in March of 2012 of an overdose, God only knows. Shortly after his death, I think 2 days later, we were at the funeral home making plans for the funeral itself, and the subject of flowers came up. And although we hadn't talked about this at all, I call this a God moment. And the two of us in unison looked at each other and said, no flowers. We decided there had to be something else that we could do. We had no possible idea as to what direction we were going to go. But we did know at that time how desperate families that are going through what we had for the last 7 years prior to that, and the fact that they, like ourselves, had absolutely nobody to talk to, no place to go. So we started a family and friends support group, and 2 weeks after the funeral, we had our first meeting.
I always felt that at that moment, Charlie and I could have done one of two things. We could have buried our heads in shame and guilt, or we could do what God wanted us to do. And that was to continue to help other people. I absolutely believe that God is working through us, and I absolutely believe that when we are sitting here and praying that we are helping these families, the only way we can do this is through God. It's no place that anybody wants to be. I mean, I'm not happy that we lost our son. But what I have learned is that if you embrace the messages that you get, and I feel as though I'm in constant conversation with God, if you embrace it, I found peace through that. And I've also learned that it is impossible not to feel good when you're helping other people. And that's God. That's not me. That's not Charlie. That's God moving and working through us to help others. And unfortunately, it took something tragic. It's not easy, but I don't think God put us here for everything to be easy.
One of my favorite things that Patty said in that video was that it's impossible not to feel good when you're helping other people. That's because Jesus designed us to be selfless. Jesus designed us to serve others. I love the way that they were able to take this tragic story and turn it into something hopeful, turn it into a way to love other people in a radical way. And maybe you've experienced a similar story. Maybe you've been through something similar. As always, we'd love to hear your story. Feel free to drop some of it down in the comments below, or even if you just want to encourage people who might be watching this video, or even encourage Charlie and Patty and just what they've been going through and their willingness to share their story and their willingness to serve other people. Feel free to drop some encouragement in the comments below. And as always, if you are enjoying this content that we're putting out, if you're enjoying this channel, we'd love for you to subscribe to the channel and hit that little bell notification below so you get notified every time we post a video. And we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.